I'm Wanjiku Muhia, Member of Parliament Kipipiri, just a neighbor to Ol-Kalou. We are indeed delighted and happy to have the court here in Ol-Kalou. As it has been said, our people have been traversing kilometers to seek for justice. Honestly, Chief Justice, Nyandarua, unlike many other counties in the region, is one of the most marginalized in all avenues. We are the least in everything, if I may enumerate them, but no need. But clearly you can see even lack of a court is already one avenue which we receive very, very happily. By the fact that the judiciary or your team was able to send a letter to each of us as members of parliament, I'm very proud. And I must say that we are ready to partner with you. Many a times we have seen events happening in our county from very serious ministries, even in our own ministry, and we are not informed. So this is good relationship. We partner with you. We will lobby for funds for you. And as a woman, obviously, even if Mwanawakahe is claiming, I'm very proud that you are leading this judiciary team in a very, very aggressive manner and going to the very remote areas. Once more, welcome. The judge who will remain here, we are also there to support you in all avenues. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mama yetu, Mheshimiwa wetu, asante sana. May I now welcome His Excellency the Deputy Governor to give us his remarks and invite the Governor to make his speech.
Madam Chief Justice, the President of the Supreme Court, the Honorable Justices are present here, members of Parliament, members of the County Assembly, and all the county government workers that are here present today. I am delighted indeed. Oh, my boss here, sorry, he must forgive me for that. Otherwise, that is an omission. Your Excellency, Governor of Nyandarua County, I am delighted today indeed that we are here for that singular purpose, Madam Chief Justice, to come and open a high court here in Nyandarua County. I must mention that this has been a dream for all the times that we've been here in Nyandarua, but today is a reality. Can we applaud the Chief Justice and the, because this is a reality. Let me also take this chance to appreciate our ladies wale Nyakinyo wamecheza muziki hapa leo, because they've really decorated you, Madam Chief Justice. You look awesome. You look awesome. Let us clap for Madam Justice, Chief Justice. Without saying much, let me appreciate Madam Chief Justice for the reforms that you have been taking across in this county since you took over the leadership in the courts of this country. And we are here to embrace the devolution. You know, in devolution, we have seen that through the justice system, this now that you have devolved justice to the people, closer to the people of this county, of Nyandarua County. Therefore, what it means is that services have been brought up closer to our people. And the ripple effect is that a lot will be achieved, including revenue, because many people have been traversing so many kilometers, Naivasha, Nakuru, what we call Nyahururu. But that is now today, we shall embrace the state as inversion, such that that money that has been spent and all the time will be embraced here in our county. So we appreciate we as a people, and we always say that we are sure and we have no doubt where the wheel of justice Yeah, sure. She's just reminding me to recognize the Speaker of the Assembly and the members of the Assembly present here today. So we are saying, we are looking forward, Madam Chief Justice, that when the wheel of justice runs faster, what it means is that the economic development also in equal measure runs together with that. And that is what the expectations we have in this Nyandarua County. And what I would request is that now that we have engineer court, we have the court in Ol-Kalou, we request that you enhance the capacity such that there will be no longer backlogs in this county, and our people will be able to derive the judicial services around here. So we thank you, and we look forward to working with the team that you're going to give us here. And for Nyandarua now, people, it will bring in the growth and development that we are looking forward for. So therefore, mine is to appreciate and recognize this, what you have given us, these people of Nyandarua today. Now, without taking much time, allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to take the honor to invite the governor of Nyandarua to come and address the congregation. Thank you very much.
Honorable Chief Justice and all the judges present today here, including the presiding judge of our newest High Court in Kenya, the Commissioner, Deputy Governor, and all the readers. Should be afternoon. Good afternoon. We are very happy. You can just see for yourself. You don't need to be told that the people of Nyandarua are very happy. I think 60 years down the line, this must be one of our greatest celebrations that we are having. But maybe before I say more, I want to call the Mr. Speaker on stage here. If you can allow me, Chief Justice, he is going to introduce the members of the County Assembly from where they are, because he knows their names, so that we save on time.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Madam Chief Justice, Your Excellency the Governor, allow me to adopt all the protocols as laid down. My name is Oshira Oiganjo, and I must register my excitement because the new law court stand next to the County Assembly. And may I say only one thing, that one of the things that the court is going to do, over and above bringing justice closer to people, is nurturing the young men who want to join the legal profession. I am born in a village which is 10 kilometers away from here, and I really admire to be an advocate when I was a young man. And the first time I saw an advocate outside my homestead was when I joined University of Nairobi School of Law. So the young men allowed will be able to interact with judicial officers, with advocates, and thereby they'll be nurtured. Karibuni sana, we welcome you. May I take this opportunity now to introduce all members of the County Assembly kindly. You can just stand here for the Lady Justice to see you. We have Honorable Isaac Mbae. Chief Justice, we have 25 wards. So we have 25 MCAs and 60 nominated. He comes from Githioro ward. We have Honorable Naomi, specially elected. We have Honorable Maureen Mugaki, specially elected from Kipipiri. We have Honorable Patience Manga, specially elected from Kinangop. We have Honorable Denji Kiriga, specially elected from Rurie ward. Rurie ward, we also have Honorable Gashomba Keiro, elected in Zabini. And maybe before he seat Chief Justice, he has been elected 4 times. But what I don't know whether he did the right thing in 2007, he won against his father. So we will stand advised. But because the good book said what happens in the world, in Alipisho kwa dunia, his son is competing against him. So I don't know what will happen now. We also have Honorable Ibra from Murungaro, that is in Kinangop. We have Honorable Mary, she's our whip from Rurie. We have Honorable Nyambura from North Kinangop, specially elected. We have Honorable Gadongo from Daragwa, that is Rishau Pondo. We have Honorable Lucy Kivinji, specially elected from Karau. We have Honorable Zach, representing the people of Nyakio. And we have the majority leader. Honorable Chief Justice, Majority Leader, this court is sitting in the ward he represents, that is Kaibaga ward. And he just gave me some history that back 20 years ago, while he was in KU, you in company of Honorable Moite and Honorable Imanyara, who were fighting for Section 2A, you represented them as an advocate by then. He has been an activist. In 2013, he vied for the post of the governor, but he's not vying this time. Finally, we have the deputy speaker, my principal assistant, elected from Geta. Asante sana, Mungu awabariki. We are super excited, all the judges, and I reiterate the words of my boss in Rift Valley. I've been practicing in Nakuru, Honorable Aston Moshera. For advocates, let us support this law court, both in pro bonos as well as in all other sectors. Otherwise, for Justice Kariuki, you have our support. I must recognize the great work that has been done by Honorable Atol. She has been handling this court with a lot of vigor. Asante sana. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, Speaker. May I also ask all the workers of Nyandarua County just to stand from where you are. Then we are going to clap for you. Clap for these people. Asante sana. We have CEC, Chief Officers, and other staff members. Honorable Chief Justice, I want to welcome you today here for this great and historic occasion of the official opening of Ol-Kalou High Court. But at the onset, allow me to briefly indulge you on why this court is not just a historic for us in Nyandarua County, but one of the greatest symbolism and a fulfillment of a dream deferred for 60 years. Nyandarua County is the home to the struggle for the Kenya's independence. In this county, now home to its first court of justice, gallant men and women braved the harsh terrain, faced better armed colonial forces, settlers, and their collaborators, and an oppressive legal regime to reclaim back their land, freedom, and to live in liberty. Nyandarua was not just the perfect home of the colonial settlers and their Happy Valley homes located in here, in these white highlands, but was an epicenter of struggle with our iconic Aberdare Ridges providing a great hideout for these men and women as they fought for what we now pride ourselves as the modern nation called Kenya. Therefore, to stand here 60 years after independence, to bequeath a high court to the people of Nyandarua in their own land, run by their African brothers and sisters, and adjudicating their issues using their own laws and a constitution crafted for and by themselves, it's not just another event of cutting ribbons and ushering robed men and women into hall of justice. It is a moment of great celebration and fulfillment of a dream. It is about justice and liberty which their forefathers fought for. For this reason, Honorable Chief Justice, I congratulate you and the entire judiciary for this great milestone. The Honorable Chief Justice, but even as we celebrate this historic milestone and profoundly congratulate you and the entire judiciary for actualizing this dream, we, however, make a request bearing this rich history of our people and in the statecraft of the modern independent nation. The naming of this court would have been more appropriate if it was gazetted as Ol-Kalou High Court in Nyandarua County and not Nyandarua High Court in Ol-Kalou. This is because we are anticipating that in future, God willing, maybe in our time or in other people's time, we could have other high courts here. And this is just a recommendation, but I know, Chief Justice, you are equal to the position of knowing how to go about it. This, as you are aware, is an important issue of pride identity, which is central to our people, and will help in creating even deeper ownership. It is our hope that this request will be granted. Notwithstanding this, however, allow me to appreciate the profound impact that this court will have on the people of Nyandarua County in their pursuit of justice and also in their economy. Importantly, it is critical for any society's development that is adjudication and dispute resolution mechanism are accessible, available, and respected by all. I commend the judiciary and its leadership for maintaining this very important, in fact, an existential cardinal, and helping keep the national fabric intact through a society guided by law and order. That is what has now been developed to our people who have had to travel. I thought I would trust my eyes without this. But I think I must accept how the situation is. That is what has now been devolved to our people who have had to travel long distances and at great cost to seek and access justice. And for the longest, this inaccessibility of justice has led to inordinate delays in court cases, which has inevitably led to denial of justice. For justice delayed is indeed justice denied. In other instances, litigants have resorted into extrajudicial mechanisms, which is a threat to the rule of law and cohesion. With this High Court, this is now solved. I also wish to thank the Chief Justice for ensuring that the Ol-Kalou County Magistrates Court, which has been operating from one of our county facilities, is running. This again has been a great step towards making justice available and close to our people. The Honorable Justice and the President of the Supreme Court, a few kilometers from here, a few kilometers from Engineer Court, is the Turaga House, which also housed a local court. Together with the national government, the National Museums of Kenya, and the National Heroes Council, we are rehabilitating that house as part of preserving our rich history. And Honorable Chief Justice, I overheard you mentioning that you also have a good plan for that place, and I want to promise that we are going to work together to realize what you're calling AJS, Alternative Justice System, which we can place there so that we can. So it would be a great honor for the people of Nyandarua County to see the judiciary also get involved in this important project that helps preserve our history. This would be a great project for our arm of government to participate in, and I look forward to its actualization by incorporating all agencies and stakeholders who have a long and likely to enrich the process. The Honorable Chief Justice, in conclusion, as a government, we share with you the desire of full digitization and skilling of our youth, especially in new digital skills. The new order of doing things, not just in government, is one which seeks to collapse time, distance, and open new frontiers with the digital space, which digital space has provided. Indeed, the COVID-19 pandemic taught us the need for a continuous innovation and exploration of new ways and means to discharge public duties, even with such serious disruptions. And nothing better exemplifies this innovation and an advancement than the adoption of e-codes and the digitization not only helps in easing workflow, but also reduces prospects of corruption, loss or misplacement of documents and files, and improves on access to justice. Once again, I congratulate the judiciary for remaining innovative and deploying ICT in its operations. Towards this, your Ladyship and Chief Justice, Nyandarua County Government has been actively engaged in digital skilling of our youth, including partnering with the global ICT leaders like Huawei and the national government's Ajira program, and our own ICT training programs to equip our youth with critical digital skills that will be quite useful in your court's digitization process, especially here in Nyandarua. As you engage in this digitization exercise, it is my request that you grant these highly trained and skilled youngsters an opportunities to fulfill that digital dream of a fully functional e-court system. Finally, let me once again thank you and the entire judiciary, the court users, fraternity, and the people of Nyandarua on this historic occasion. On my own behalf and that of County Government of Nyandarua, I assure you of my support towards making this court work and operations successful. Thank you. God bless you all. God bless Kenya, and God bless Nyandarua. As I sit down, Your Ladyship, I want just to add that we are very happy to be associated with this building. And as we were touring this building this morning, I could see that we have many offices, very well done. And I congratulate the organizers, the supervisors, and those who have given us this building. In Nyandarua, I think if you can count buildings that are stored to that level, the whole of Nyandarua, maybe there are only 3. So you can imagine, we are not only celebrating the work to be done there, but we are also celebrating the monumental building which we are going to be associated with. Kindly, we request these simple jobs of clerks, sweepers, and these other jobs before we get to the real one. If also our young men and women can also be incorporated there, we will be very happy. We claim ownership, and we are going to support. Our security team is here. I think the whole place is in good hands. And we also say that for the staff, welcome. Justice Yatol has been here. Nothing has happened to her. She's enjoying life here. So we welcome all those who will be brought here. Feel safe. We are going to, even the Vice President. The Vice President, your President said that we are going to give you some potatoes and in exchange of the fish down there. But we are asking you, you can even come and stay here instead of carrying. We have enough space, we have enough land, and we have enough everything that requires people to come and settle away from home. Otherwise, thank you very much. God bless you, and we continue to partner together. Now, wamama si mmefurahi? Unajua nyinyi hii kizungu mingi, labda sasa mutakosa kujua ile utamu iko hapa. Leo si ni kuzuri? Si leo mambo ni mazuri? Si unaona sasa Nyandarua imebadilika? Kwani mlifikiri hii jina badilisha itakaa tu hivyo bila kufanya kazi? Na unajua kwa upande mwingine Madam Chief Justice, hata labda hii jina yeye ndiye angepewa, mimi nipewe ingine. amebadilisha Kenya mzima, si ndio? Na sasa yako hapa leo kubadilisha Nyandarua, si ndio? Kwa hivyo sasa mimi nataka wauliza, wakati tumepata hii court, sasa mjue tuko na judges watakuja hapa na wanatakaka kukura ile boga soft, okay? Kwa hivyo huko kwa market muhakikishe iko boga soft, iko minji, iko maziwa ile imewekwa vizuri, si ndio? Unajua hii ni ya judges, hii si ya mtu mwingine. Kwa hivyo yale mambo judges wanatakaka sasa sisi tuanze kufanya nini? Kuwapatia, si ndio? Tunaiweka ndio wale staff na tuna interact na hawa sisi tunajua ni watu wa kukaribisha watu na mambo itakuwa vizuri. Kwa hivyo naomba sasa kila mtu ambaye yako hapa tusimame tukaribishe jaji mkuu akuje azungumze na sisi. Karibu sana Chief Justice.
Asante sana. Hebu tuketi. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for those very kind words. I recognize the Deputy Governor, our members of Parliament, our great representatives in the county government, our county commissioner, and all the leadership from the county national government, my colleagues, the judges who accompanied me, the resident presiding judge here, and Madam Yato, who has been celebrated. We celebrate you as well for being a good ambassador. The registrars here, honorable magistrates, Kathy, our religious leaders, and the great people of Nyandarua. Amjambo. Muriega lengi. Mugeni. Asante sana for welcoming me and my delegation very, very warmly in this great county of Nyandarua. I feel very much at home here. Na asante sana kwa hii mavazi. Extending my wardrobe, you have seen I was in Mandera, nikavaizwa ingine, nikapewa jina ya Kaitumu, nikaenda Maralal huko Samburu, nikavalizwa ingine, nikaitwa Nasieko. Jana tulikuwa Turukana, nikaitwa Elegai. And we have checked all those names. They mean a woman of substance, a woman who cares, a woman who is all embracing. And I'm grateful for those names. I don't know what name. Wanjiko. Sai munaona mama Mkikuyu anaitwa Wanjiko. Thank you very much for the beautiful dress and the beautiful name of Wanjiko. Asante sana akina mama. I thank all of you who have spoken to support the initiative that we are launching today to support justice. Sisi sote tusambaze justice, sidio? And before we can be able to sambaza justice, we own it, isn't it? Yeah, because God has told us justice flows like a river. And for it to flow to others, it must flow from us. And justice does not belong to the judiciary. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to the national government, to the county government, and to the communities, to all of us. And that is why the Constitution commanded us that we must make sure justice is accessible to all the people, including the marginalized. I can never, for the life of me, understand why Nyandarua has been marginalized. It is the home of our freedom fighters who fought for our freedom, including the second liberation. Mumeona huyo mjamaa alikuwa ameshikwa kwa sababu walikuwa anauliza tuwe na multipartyism. Thank you very much, and thank you Nyandarua for nurturing our freedom fighters. And we know Nyandarua is the food basket for the country, the home of minji, the home of waru, the home of milk. I don't know whether you also have honey. This is the home of plenty. And we are here to now underscore the centrality of Nyandarua County. Never again should you consider yourselves marginalized. There is very few counties, I think I can count them, who have an imposing court complex like you do. Recently, I was in Eldoret, and that is the home of the president. And then I went to Kapenguria, that is in Pokot. They are, I think, second to you. They have a building like this. So even when you come last, you are, I think, deserving the best for the last. So we are the best. We must nurture this place and make it truly a home of justice. So today for us, and my delegation and the entire judiciary is here. I am here representing the Supreme Court. The Court of Appeal is presented here by the President. The High Court is presented here by their principal judge. And the Environment and Land Court is duly presented by the principal judge there. We have our presiding judge, Judge Karaoke. We have our magistrates. We have our registrars. So the entire judiciary is here. And we are very, very grateful to work with the county government and the national government, because this event marks an unparalleled milestone, not only for the people of Nyandarua County, but also for the judicial system of our great country. To us, this is a significant occasion in our journey to mark justice and to ensure that justice is accessible to our people. The inauguration of Ol-Kalou Law Courts Complex, which will be the home for the Nyandarua High Court, Nyandarua Environment and Land Court, and the Magistrates Court here in Nyandarua County, marks a great milestone. Your Excellency, we have heard your prayer. We always listen to the stakeholders. And if it is the desire of the people here that we rename the High Court Ol-Kalou, we have no problem. We felt, as the team that was working on this project, that very few people put the word Nyandarua in their mouth. They only put it when they are talking about Nyandarua High School. And then we felt maybe if we called the High Court in Nyandarua, then this county will be reminding people that this is a great county. Because they are always talking about Nyandarua. The way we talk about Kiambu, isn't it? So we have Kiambu High Court. Recently, we started the Thika High Court. It's in Thika in Kiambu. Also Nakuru County. And then we have Naivasha High Court. So we were trying to make people talk more and more, mention more and more Nyandarua. We were trying to sambasa the name Nyandarua. So this is why We called the High Court, Nyandarua, and the ELC Nyandarua. But we are listening to you, and we are ready to comply with your wishes, because we serve you. It is said that justice delayed is justice denied, and many speakers have said so. And for decades, the people of Nyandarua, this very agriculturally rich and vibrant community, in terms of even political movements, have had to bear the brunt of distance and inconvenience to seek justice. Many, like we have been told, have had to undertake journeys to Nakuru, to Nyahururu, or to Naivasha towns to have their day in court for matters that fall within the jurisdiction of the High Court and the Environment and Land Court. Today, these journeys, which were not just geographical, but were long treks away from justice itself, filled with sacrifices of time, resources, and emotional well-being, are no more. In erecting this facility here, we are sowing seeds into a fertile ground of Nyandarua, from which we anticipate an abundant harvest of justice. We are expecting fairness, and we are expecting communal transformation. Thank you, Your Excellency the Governor, for choosing a very nice name, Bandirisha, which we identify with, because we are talking about the transformation, social transformation. So your name to us is our clarion call. Let us not just transform the places where we work, but we also transform ourselves. And thank you. The Ol-Kalou Law Courts will now serve as a beacon of justice, enabling easy access to adjudicative services, and our farmers, our teachers, our mothers, or even our children will not have to leave this community and go in unfamiliar territory to seek justice. They will be seeking justice in their very own home, the Nyandarua County. This establishment is also a perfect alignment with our vision of people-centered justice that is accessible, cost-effective, efficient, and responsive to the needs of the public. The High Court here and the ELC will not only function in isolation, they will exercise supervisory jurisdiction over the Ol-Kalou Magistrates Court and the Engineer Magistrates Court. We've been told there is need perhaps to establish another magistrates court in another sub-county. We are waiting to be instructed according to the needs of the people there, and we will be happy to establish those magistrates courts in the sub-counties. So this court is creating an harmonized legal ecosystem that will address the unique needs and challenges of the people of Nyandarua. And as we unveil this monument of justice today, let us also symbolize the unveiling of a new chapter for the people of Nyandarua, a chapter where justice flows like a mighty river, right here in the heart of the county of Nyandarua at Ol-Kalou. The brick and mortar are crucial but not adequate in our journey towards transformation. We look to effectiveness and efficiency in our justice system. And this is why we are embracing the power of technology, harnessing its potential to ensure that justice is not only maintained, but is also seen to be done swiftly, transparently, and impartially. Your Excellency the Governor and other distinguished leaders, you are able to watch the demonstration, the launch of the e-filing in Nyandarua County, which is our 10th county to adopt this digital initiative. The e-filing, coupled with our virtual courts and our case tracking system, forms a critical cog in our digitization agenda. Through these technological advancements, we are reducing the bureaucratic bottlenecks that have historically plagued our justice system. You have watched with your own eyes the efficiency and how we reduce the human interaction and therefore also reduce the propagation of corruption and corrupt practices, because the machine tells you everything. It tells you when you filed the case. It tells you when it went before the magistrate or the judge. It tells you the directions that were given, and you do not have to speak to anybody or see anybody and plead with anybody to carry your file. Also, the missing files are now a thing of the past. We are bridging the gap between the people and the courts, eliminating those physical barriers, reducing the cost of seeking justice, and bringing services directly to the people wherever they may be. We are, as it is said, democratizing justice, making it not just a concept inscribed in our laws and our constitution, but which is palpable and a reality for all of us Kenyans. This for us is not just an advancement in technology, but a quantum leap in accessibility and efficiency within our justice system. No longer will our people be hindered by geographical constraints or the burden of time-consuming journeys to physically submit printings and legal documents to court. The process will now be as straightforward as a click of the button, and you have heard that it is operating 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. E-filing is an assurance that the pillars of justice stand tall and firm in the digital world, ensuring that justice remains within everyone's reach, and to ensure that this bridge does not exclude anyone. We are setting up assistant desks like you have seen at the Huduma centers, ensuring that every Kenyan, even who has no device or airtime, regardless of their technological expertise, can find help within the Huduma centers. We are pursuing a collaborative approach through which we are working with other actors in the justice sector to ensure that no one institution is left behind. In this regard, the judiciary's e-filing system is already integrated with the wonderful system of the ODPP, reflecting our aspiration for an integrated and efficient justice ecosystem. This synergy reiterates the importance of a unified effort in delivering justice, because we cannot do this alone. I therefore take this opportunity to plead with all our stakeholders in the justice sector, the law society who have been our anchor as we seek these solutions, to join hands with us to leverage on technology for our efficiency in delivery of justice. I ask you, the court users also, and every resident of Nyandarua County, to rally behind this transformative initiative. In addition, I ask our justice and our judicial officers and staff to embrace and nurture this initiative. We have just planted the seed here. It is for you to water it, to nurture it, so that the people of Nyandarua can reap the benefits of efficiency and improved service delivery that comes with technology. As we strive to bring justice closer to our people here in Nyandarua, we must recognize that the traditional adversarial system of justice, although critical, is not the sole mechanism for resolving disputes. Today, I urge all of us to open our hearts and minds to embrace a multi-door approach to justice, This approach broadens our perception of justice, accommodating alternative forms of dispute resolution that can often be more effective, that can be reconciliatory, and that can help us build harmony within our families, communities, and even business transactions in delivering justice. So in this regard, I would emphasize the importance of the court annex mediation, where we can send matters. Especially, I cannot understand why families take each other to court, why children take their parents to court, why parents take their children to court. I can understand a son challenging the father on leadership, but I cannot understand why they can take each other to court. They can be able to talk through the court annex mediator, and they can be assisted to resolve their disputes. So all these mechanisms, including the alternative justice system that we really want to entrench at Turaga, the African Court of Justice, to become a symbol of our tradition, the mechanisms that we find are necessary to advance our society. When you have a problem, we want you to have a menu to choose which way to go. Do I go the alternative justice system? Therefore, we are training elders, and elders this time mean men and women, community leaders, who listen to problems and help people resolve the problems. Because all these offer a platform where parties can come together, discuss issues candidly, they foster understanding, and craft a mutually beneficial solutions to the problems they have. And this is very, very beneficial in our experience in resolving family disputes, land disputes, commercial disputes. Please, there is one area we are saying should never go to these alternative systems. That is in matters of defilement of our children, matters of rape. Those are no-go zone to the mediation. So when we leave those matters out, because this county is a great county that should also embrace a concept of no violence to our people, no violence to our children, I believe we can be able now to say in Nyandarua, we are practicing what the medics say, prevention is better than cure. It is better to avoid conflict that brings you into conflict with the law, isn't it? And live narrow and straight so that you will never have to do anything with the police or with the courts. But if that doesn't work, we have the benefits of alternative approaches to justice. They save us time, they reduce the burden on our courts, they foster a sense of ownership in the resolution that we resolve, and I therefore ask all of us to embrace also the alternative doorways of justice. I have promised to come back to Nyandarua County to launch the Turaga AJS. We also emphasize and celebrate the ownership you have taken of the courts through the Court Users Committee. It is through these committees that we receive a feedback. The court users play a crucial role in identifying and addressing systemic challenges that hinder the efficient delivery of justice. And for the court users in this Nyandarua County, I want to thank you for your active participation, for organizing the communities to ensure that the justice that we deliver is responsive to your needs, and that judiciary can continuously draw from your wisdom so that we can serve you better. I encourage you to leverage on this platform and continue vibrantly participating in the CUC, because at the end of the day, We are your servants. We serve you according to the Constitution. The power that we exercise, it is power that we derive from you, and it is always good to hear from you whether we are serving you according to your aspirations and your expectations. So, Your Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, it would be remiss of me to fail to mention and talk about the plight of the vulnerable and the marginalized groups within our society. Foremost is the issue of children and access to justice, which is very, very close to me. As you can see, I am a mother. Therefore, every child I see, I imagine is my own child. And now I have grandchildren, I imagine they are my grandchildren. So allow me always to speak about children. Every child deserves to grow up in an environment where they can pursue their education, where they can realize their full potential without the threat of early marriages, early pregnancies, and the abhorrent practice of female genital mutilation. Are we still circumcising girls in Nyandarua? I want to hear no. I will do research and I will see whether that is correct. This is an offense according to our law. And in the judiciary, we recognize the urgency of protecting our children. We are steadfastly laying the foundation for a child-friendly justice system that seeks to protect our young ones from harm. I call upon the residents of Nyandarua to join us in the fight and say no to child marriages and FGM. You have heard also the boy child crying that we are forgetting him. I want to declare here that we are not forgetting our boy child. We are holding their hand because we want to empower them so that they can also become empowered and take their proper positions in our families and in our society. So I urge all of us to collaborate with all the actors in the justice sector. I understand there are many NGOs working here to eradicate the girl child marriage, early pregnancies, including the police, the children's department, the ODPP, to ensure that we create an environment that is safe for our children. We saw even our children teaching us how to behave. They are just telling us to respect one another, isn't it? Yeah. Just respect each other. And those are the principles of our Constitution that can be summarized to respect, kuheshimiana, protect our children and defend them. So additionally, the pursuit of justice would be incomplete also without addressing the gender justice. We have our Constitution, we have the Sexual Offences Act, and other laws that have on gender-based violence, which still remains abroad in our society. In the judiciary, we are actively working to transform our courts into trauma-informed sanctuaries that stand in solidarity with the victims of such heinous crimes. To the residents of Nyandarua, I implore you to embrace and uphold the values of gender justice. I also want to put potential perpetrators, especially of the sexual and gender violence, on notice. To be warned that by perpetrating these barbaric acts, these will be met with the full force of the law. As you remember, I've said, these are offenses that we are not even allowing to be negotiated or discussed in the multi-door approach platforms. And to conclude, Your Excellency, I want to say we are making strides working together. It is because of working together that we have made this significant progress. Our goal is to put in place a judiciary that is truly owned by the people. We want to put in place a judiciary that listens. We We want to put in place a judiciary that cares and that serves the people. A judiciary that is not an obstacle, so that when you come to the judiciary, you do not feel frustrated. You feel that you are being facilitated. Together, I believe we can. Therefore, let us join hands to create a justice system that is an embodiment of our values as a nation. We are also keen on collaborating with the county governments as partners in our quest to increase our footprints. We may not be able to do this alone, so we continue working together, particularly in the area of getting land, so that land can be allocated for us to develop the physical infrastructure, and even to seek assistance from our members of parliament to get the budgetary allocation, or even to partner with them with the CDF funds to establish courts, houses in constituencies that do not have court stations. This is due to the reality that we serve one people, and we look at the needs of the people, and we need to partner to enable people get judicial services. We have said time without number that judicial services are like other services, other government services. So as we take these steps forward, let us join hands to support the initiatives that we are launching today. Let us make use of these avenues of justice to resolve our disputes and create a peaceful community. Let Nyandarua be a center of excellence in food production, in civic activities, and also in justice, so that when people come to Kenya to visit, they can come and visit Nyandarua to benchmark on how justice is delivered, because we own the justice here in Nyandarua. And with those remarks, with your permission, Your Excellency, the Governor, and the great people of Nyandarua, I now wish to declare the Ol-Kalou Law Courts Complex, the Nyandarua High Courts, the Nyandarua Environment and Land Courts, and the e-filing system in Nyandarua officially launched.
Thank
Asanteni sana. God bless you, and God continue guiding you to become greater and greater, and to become the beacon of hope for us in Kenya in food production. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Chief Justice. Thank you very, very much for launching. Thank you, Madam Chief Justice, for launching this monumental solution. May I now welcome you to all take your seats as we watch a short video prepared by the Directorate of ICT. Technical team.
Welcome to the Kenya Judiciary e-filing system. This is an online web-based application accessible from any location to enhance access to justice. All litigants can start online filing of civil and criminal cases, filing of ongoing cases, online payment for court fees, tracking of case progress, and access to court decisions. The system is integrated to the Office of the Director of Prosecutions Uadilifu system to allow for seamless filing of criminal cases. In this video, we will be demonstrating how you can easily file and track court cases online from the comfort of your home or office. To get started, simply create an account in 4 simple steps on the platform. Next step is to log into the e-filing system using your credentials and start using the online court services. You can start filing by selecting the type of case you want to file and follow 5 steps while the system guides you through it. The steps will ensure precise filing of the case documents and payment of fees. Once a case is filed, filed successfully, you can track your case progress scheduled in real time on the e-filing system. After your case is heard and determined, you'll receive notifications for any updates on your case and access any court decision on the platform. Embracing technology for social transformation through access to justice.
To speaker. Let's have
Welcome
the QR
to the
code
Kenya
to test
Judiciary
the
e-filing.
system. You can scan, and when you have access to the e-filing portal, Chief Justice, when you have access. Great. Your Excellency, is it on your phone? His Excellency confirms that indeed the QR code has taken him to the filing portal, e-filing portal. I now hand the Chief Justice the mic after that confirmation to declare it officially active.
Thank you, Washuka. Your Excellency, the Governor, and distinguished participants this morning, I wish to confirm that the QR code is working. It is showing on my phone. Judiciary e-filing system is live. I can log in. I can create an account. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you very much. I confirm the e-filing is live.
Thank you, Madam Chief Justice. We celebrate. Thank you. Nyandarua County, you are live on e-filing. Allow me to welcome you back to your seats. Nyandarua County, you are live on e-filing. Thank you very much. We will have the national anthem to mark the close of this official session of these proceedings. Thereafter, we will have a session of photographs. We want to remember this moment and to keep it with us. And afterwards, you are welcome for lunch. There are 2 lunch stations. Please welcome to lunch in the tent adjacent to me. It has been my honor and a great pleasure to lead these proceedings. Na tukikutana, remember, I am proudly from Nyandarua, and I am proudly from Rurie, and perhaps I'll come back and ask the governor to cede his position to me when the time is right. Asanteni sana, sana, sana. May we have the national anthem. Honorable Chief Justice, with your permission, may I request the entire front row to go back on stage, and I will call a sequence of photographs to join photos or to stand just below the stage so that we can have good moments of photographs. I will request our members of parliament to join as well. May I request our honorable deputy, I think the deputy speaker is up there, our honorable members of the county assembly to join for a picture.
Tumeuona mkono wake Bwana. Mengi mazuri
Viongozi wetu,
umetenda. Ni kweli wewe muweza. Ulitenda.
asante. Members of the county executive committee, asanteni viongozi wetu. Members of the county CEC, after that, may I request the president of the LSK Council and chapter members here present to please join the Chief Justice for a picture. Advocates of the High Court, please join if there are any advocates of the High Court. Soon to be members of our Wado Center or our Wado Association, please join our association. Asanteni, thank you, learned colleagues. Could we have officers representing the DPP, please? Those without whom the scales of justice cannot balance. Members of the ODPP. Thank you. Let's have members of the CUC, Ol-Kalou Local CUC. Tuharakishe kidogo. Asanteni, let's have our registrars, our judicial officers, our directors and heads of units, tafadhali. Our registrars, judicial officers, directors and heads of units, deputy registrars, please join as well. These are generals in our different courts and in our different stations. Kadis, heads of stations, thank you. Finally, we'll have our partners, our development partners who are present here today, together with members of the civil society, if we have. Please, our partners, our stakeholders. After our development partners, we will have all members of staff, all Kalau Low Courts, all members of staff, And finally, our Nyakenyo dancers. And our members of staff. It is important for you to see them and to know them. Ukienda pale kwenye registry, they will treat you with the respect that you deserve. Asante. Kina mama wetu, watoto bado wapo hapa? Our children. Atumia Aito Gather. Karibuni. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. With your permission, Honorable Chief Justice, those who keep us safe also deserve a picture. Our county security team, please. Our county security team, and then we finish. Thank you very much, Honorable Chief Justice. Because the team has been so gracious in keeping time, allow me to invite the soldiers who have made e-filing across the country possible. The e-filing technical team led by our Deputy Director in charge of digital infrastructure. Our e-filing technicians, our system developers. They have developed this system from scratch. We didn't spend billions buying a system. They built it from the ground. It's hailed the best e-filing platform on the African continent and third in the world. So we have our foot soldiers here who've made that possible. Asanteni sana, Honorable Chief Justice, Your Excellency Governor, allow me to welcome you to leave now and welcome you to lunch. Asanteni sana, nituashokia gamuno, gaiwi tuwa moyo murathime na muige wega. Thank you. Please let us allow the Honorable Chief Justice and His Excellency the Governor to exit, and then we will follow. Turuhusu viongozi wetu kuondoka, kisha pia sisi tutaondoka. Asanteni sana.
This is G Events. This is G Events.
Tunamsifu Mungu. Anatulinda kila siku. Upendo wake umetuzunguka siku zote. Haleluya.
Best application accessible from any location to enhance access to justice. All litigants can start online filing of civil and criminal cases, filing of ongoing cases, online payment for court fees, tracking of case progress, and access to court decisions. The system is integrated to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions Uadilifu system to allow for seamless filing of criminal cases. In this video, we will be demonstrating how you can easily file and track court cases online from the comfort of your home or office. To get started, simply create an account in 4 simple steps on the platform. Next step is to log into the e-filing system using your credentials and start using the online court services. You can start filing by selecting the type of case you want to file and follow 5 steps while the system guides you through it. The steps will ensure precise filing of the case documents and payment of fees. Once a case is filed successfully, you can track your case progress scheduled in real time on the e-filing system. After your case is heard and determined, you'll receive notifications for any updates on your case and access any court decision on the platform. Embracing technology for social transformation through access to justice. Welcome to the Kenya Judiciary e-filing system. This is an online web-based application accessible from any location to enhance access to justice. All litigants can start online filing of civil and criminal cases, filing of ongoing cases, online payment for court fees, tracking of case progress, and access to court decisions. The system is integrated to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions Uadilifu system to allow for seamless filing of criminal cases. In this video, We will be demonstrating how you can easily file and track court cases online from the comfort of your home or office. To get started, simply create an account in 4 simple steps on the platform. Next step is to log into the e-filing system using your credentials and start using the online court services. You can start filing by selecting the type of case you want to file and follow 5 steps while the system guides you through it. The steps will ensure precise filing of the case documents and payment of fees. Once a case is filed successfully, you can track your case progress schedule in real time on the e-filing system. After your case is heard and determined, you'll receive notifications for any updates on your case and access any court decision on the platform. Embracing technology for social transformation through access to justice.